Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Unseen Hour, a journey into the unexplored realms of mystery and suspense. In this hour, we invite you to suspend your disbelief and let your imagination run wild, as we unravel the enigmas that lurk in the shadows. Brace yourself for a thrilling experience that will leave you breathless, as we delve into the unknown and confront the inexplicable. So, sit back, relax, and let us take you on a ride that you will never forget. In today's episode, we dive into the mystery and legend of the Loch Ness Monster. For decades, people have been captivated by the possibility of a mysterious creature lurking beneath the waters of Scotland's famous lake. Countless sightings, photographs, and stories have been shared, but is there any truth to the myth of the Loch Ness Monster? Join us as we explore the history, theories, and fascinating stories surrounding this enigmatic creature. The Loch Ness Monster, also known as Nessie, is a legendary creature that is said to inhabit Loch Ness, a large freshwater loch in the Scottish Highlands. The first recorded sighting of Nessie dates back to 565 AD, when Saint Columba reportedly encountered a creature in the River Ness while on a missionary trip. However, the modern legend of the Loch Ness Monster began in the 1930s, when a number of sightings were reported, including the famous photograph taken by surgeon Robert Wilson in 1934, which has since been proven to be a hoax. Since then, thousands of sightings have been reported, with many claiming to have seen a large creature with a long neck and humps protruding from the water. Despite extensive efforts to capture photographic and physical evidence of Nessie, no conclusive proof of its existence has ever been found. Many theories have been put forward to explain the phenomenon, including misidentifications of known animals, hoaxes, and even the possibility of a surviving plesiosaur, a prehistoric marine reptile that lived millions of years ago. The Loch Ness Monster has become a popular cultural icon, inspiring numerous books, films, and television shows, and attracting thousands of tourists to the area each year. In 2018, a scientific study was conducted using DNA analysis of the water in Loch Ness, which found no evidence of any large, unknown creatures living in the lake. However, supporters of the Nessie legend argue that the study did not rule out the possibility of smaller creatures living in the loch. In addition to sightings of the monster itself, there have also been reports of strange phenomena associated with the loch, such as unexplained ripples in the water and unusual sonar readings. Some have even suggested that Nessie could be a creature from another dimension or a portal to another world. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, many people remain fascinated by the legend of the Loch Ness Monster, and it continues to be a topic of debate and speculation. Some enthusiasts have even set up webcams and monitoring equipment around the loch in the hope of capturing evidence of the creature. In recent years, new technologies such as drones and underwater cameras have been used in attempts to solve the mystery of Nessie. However, as yet, no conclusive proof has been found, and the legend of the Loch Ness Monster remains one of the most enduring mysteries of our time. Some skeptics argue that the Nessie legend is simply a myth, perpetuated by hoaxes, exaggerations, and wishful thinking. Others point to the cultural significance of the creature, which has become a symbol of Scottish folklore and national identity. Regardless of the truth of the matter, the legend of the Loch Ness Monster shows no signs of fading away, and continues to captivate the imagination of people around the world. Whether Nessie is a real creature or simply a figment of our imagination, the legend of the Loch Ness Monster remains a fascinating and enduring mystery that continues to inspire speculation, wonder, and awe. And so, the mystery of the Loch Ness Monster remains unsolved, leaving us with nothing but tantalizing glimpses and tantalizing questions about what might be lurking beneath the murky waters of the Scottish Highlands. In 1962, a photo surfaced that appeared to show a small head and neck sticking out of the water. This became known as the Dinsdale film, and caused a sensation, leading to further interest in the Loch Ness Monster. Skeptics have argued that the Loch Ness Monster sightings can be attributed to known animals such as otters or seals, or even just logs and waves. There have been various attempts to track the Loch Ness Monster, including the use of sonar equipment and underwater cameras, but no concrete evidence has been found. Some researchers have suggested that the Loch Ness Monster may be a surviving plesiosaur, a type of prehistoric marine reptile. Other theories propose that the Loch Ness Monster is a giant eel, a sturgeon, or even a hoax perpetuated by locals. In 2001, a team of researchers conducted a comprehensive study of the Loch Ness, using sonar and other high-tech equipment to scan the entire lake. However, they found no evidence of a large animal living in the water. Despite the lack of evidence, sightings of the Loch Ness Monster continue to this day. In 2018, a man claimed to have captured footage of the creature on his phone, reigniting interest in the legend. The Loch Ness Monster has become a cultural icon, appearing in countless books, films, and television shows. In the 1960s, a group of researchers proposed the flipper hypothesis, which suggested that the Loch Ness Monster had a pair of flippers that allowed it to swim more efficiently. The Loch Ness Monster is not the only mythical creature said to inhabit Scottish waters. Other legends include the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water spirit, and the Blue Men of the Minch, a group of mysterious beings said to lure sailors to their deaths. Many tourists visit Loch Ness every year in the hopes of catching a glimpse of the monster. There are even tour boats that take visitors out onto the lake to search for the creature. In 2018, a team of scientists conducted DNA testing on water samples from Loch Ness, hoping to find evidence of a large animal living in the water. While they did not find any conclusive evidence, they did find traces of various species of fish and other aquatic life. Some people believe that the Loch Ness Monster is not a physical creature at all, but rather a supernatural or spiritual entity. There have been reports of strange phenomena associated with the Loch Ness Monster, including glowing orbs of light and unexplained noises. Some researchers have speculated that the Loch Ness Monster may be related to other water-based cryptids, such as the Ogopogo in Canada or the Lake Tianqi monster in China. In 1934, a famous photo known as the surgeon's photograph was published, which appeared to show the head and neck of the Loch Ness Monster. However, it was later revealed to be a hoax. Some eyewitnesses have reported seeing multiple creatures in the water at once, suggesting that there may be more than one Loch Ness Monster. There have been numerous attempts to capture the Loch Ness Monster, including the use of harpoons and nets, but all have been unsuccessful. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster has become a source of controversy in Scotland, with some arguing that it is a valuable tourist attraction while others see it as a distraction from more important issues. The search for the Loch Ness Monster continues to this day, with new technologies and research methods being used to try and solve the mystery. There have been many sonar readings taken of the loch, and some have suggested the existence of a large creature living in the depths. However, skeptics argue that the readings could be explained by other natural phenomena or even by the boats used to take the readings. Some eyewitnesses have described the creature as having a long neck and a horse-like head, while others have reported a more serpentine appearance. Some accounts even suggest that the creature has humps on its back, similar to those of a camel. Despite numerous attempts to capture the creature or obtain definitive photographic evidence, no conclusive proof of the Loch Ness Monster's existence has been found. Many people believe that this is because the creature is either extremely elusive or doesn't exist at all. The Loch Ness Monster has become a major tourist attraction, with thousands of visitors flocking to the loch each year in the hopes of catching a glimpse of the creature. There are also numerous Loch Ness Monster-themed souvenirs and merchandise available for purchase. In recent years, Advances in DNA analysis have led to new theories about the Loch Ness Monster's possible existence. Some researchers believe that the creature could be a previously unknown species of freshwater eel that has yet to be discovered. Other theories suggest that the Loch Ness Monster is a type of plesiosaur, a prehistoric reptile that lived millions of years ago. However, most experts agree that this is unlikely, as plesiosaurs were believed to have gone extinct millions of years ago. There have been several hoaxes and fake sightings of the Loch Ness Monster over the years, which have only added to the confusion and skepticism surrounding the creature's existence. Some of the most famous hoaxes include the surgeon's photograph and the flipper photo. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster has inspired numerous books, films, and TV shows over the years, including the 1996 film, Loch Ness, and the animated TV series, Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster. In 2019, a team of scientists conducted a thorough search of the loch using DNA analysis techniques, but they found no conclusive evidence of the creature's existence. However, they did discover a number of new species of bacteria and other microorganisms. In 2003, the BBC conducted a survey to determine whether the Loch Ness Monster was the most famous, mythical creature in the world. The survey found that the monster was indeed the most well-known, beating out other creatures such as Bigfoot, the Yeti, and the Chupacabra. In 1933, the first modern sighting of the Loch Ness Monster was reported by a couple who claimed to have seen a dragon-like creature in the loch. This sighting sparked a flurry of interest and speculation, and the legend of the monster quickly spread. Some people believe that the Loch Ness Monster is a supernatural or paranormal creature, rather than a flesh and blood animal. They argue that the monster's ability to disappear and reappear at will suggests that it is more than just a physical creature. In 1975, a team of scientists from the University of Birmingham conducted a series of underwater searches of the loch, using sonar equipment and cameras. They reported seeing several large objects moving through the water, but they were unable to identify them as the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster has been featured in several episodes of the TV series, Doctor Who. And that's a wrap for the Unseen Hour. We hope you enjoyed this enthralling adventure into the unknown. Remember, the mysteries of the world are waiting to be discovered, and sometimes the most extraordinary things are hidden in plain sight. So, keep your eyes open and your senses sharp, because you never know what secrets might be lurking just beyond the veil of perception. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.